Okay, so the next step now is to actually start introducing verbal commands so I can get my dog to understand exactly what I want to do with them. So in Charles' case, she understands how to actually touch the stick with both her paws and her nose, and I want to differentiate to have two different commands ultimately to have her do either of those actions. So the way I'm going to approach this is with my target stick. When I first bring the commands into play, I'm actually going to help her by kind of bringing the stick near that target spot, or that body part that I want her to target with. So if I want her to touch with her nose, her command is bump. I'm going to bring the stick down near her face to, again, encourage that behavior. And the opposite, if I want her to touch with her foot, I'm actually going to bring the stick up from below, because that's going to be more inclined to draw her with her feet. It's just the pattern that we set up, and through repetition she's going to start to see those cues as well as recognize those audio cues. Remember, dogs are much more visually oriented than I guess auditory. So just be ready for that, and if you keep that in mind, you're going to be able to actually train your dog a lot faster. Now let's get to work. So I'm going to start with her bump command. That's for her to use her nose. Free dog, Charles. You ready? We're going to do a bump. Good, you got it. Excellent. We're going to do that again a couple more times. We're going to do a bump. Good, excellent. So you can see I'm cueing her just before I bring the target down. Time to bump. Good. Bump. Excellent. And now I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to bring the stick from below and have her touch it with her paws. I need to back her up a bit. Let's go, Trump. Can you reverse? Can you reverse? Good job. All right. Pop. Very good. Pop. Good girl. Pop. Good job. Now, as the dogs do this better and better, and they're more readily using their paws and their nose, and they're not really getting confused by the two, then what I want to start to do is challenge her a bit by having maybe the stick in the middle and differentiate. Pop. Good, you got it. Bump. Good girl, very good. Pop. Your paw. Good girl, excellent. So the key here, when you start to challenge your dog by removing some of the visual consistency in how you present the target exercise, that's when we're going to have to really be focusing on holding back rewards when we don't get the behavior we want. And that's where the dogs are going to become more dependent on your verbal commands. Extension of this, when we've got our dog actively seeking out the target stick like this, is to now have them start really reaching for it, again doing things like maybe a beg command or possibly a spread 'em. Thing with the nose works great for teaching a beg command, but I need my dog sitting first. So let's get her set up here. Come here, Chop. Good job. Sit. Very nice. Good girl. Excellent. So what I'm going to do here with the beg command is I'm just going to bring that stick over top of her head. Oh, good girl. And any movement she shows to bring her feet up off the ground while she's bringing her nose up, I want a reward for that. Good job, Charles. Let's try that again. So remember, she's got to shift her weight back onto her haunches there in order for her to actually get her front paws up. And that's what I'm rewarding for. I don't care about lifting the feet. Good, you got it. So any movement back is going to be rewarded. Good. And as we start developing a longer beg command, excellent. It's just a matter of the dog developing their coordination and balance. A spread 'em command, I really just have to vary things up a little bit, get her warmed up by using her feet, and then I'm going to start raising the bar and getting that stick higher up on the wall. Okay. Pop. Good. Pop. Good girl. Pop. Good job. Okay, so she's actually getting up in the air now to touch that stick. Pop. Very good, and that's what I want. I want her to be clear about what we're trying to accomplish. Pop. Good job. Maybe transfer it over here. Pop. Good girl. Pop. Good girl. Pop. Very nice. So not unlike the beg command, it's going to take some balance and coordination and time for her to get good. Pop. Oh, very nice, Trell. Pop. Very good. You got it. Trell, pop. Excellent. Very good girl. You got it. One more time. Pop. Relatively straightforward. Once you have basic targeting skills down in the dog, you can start transferring it into different movements and exercises. And of course, the final step from here is with practice, time, and repetition, you're going to be able to start doing this type of thing remotely. And that's where the real advantages in the long run come into play. You bumping the camera?